Welcome to Scouting for Growth, the podcast where we explore the latest trends, innovations, and strategies shaping the future of industries worldwide. In today's episode, we are diving deep into one of the most transformative and fast evolving topics of our time, artificial intelligence and its implications on the insurance industry today. Joining us is none other than Lisa Bechtold, a global executive and strategic leader in technology and law who currently serves as the head of AI governance from a transformative viewpoint at Zurich Insurance Group. Lisa is a trailblazer in the field of responsible AI, leading efforts to operationalize AI frameworks that ensure AI solutions are developed and deployed safely and deliver business value with the customer benefit in mind. With her extensive expertise in AI, digital risk management, and regulatory affairs, Lisa will share her unique insights into how AI is reshaping the insurance landscape, the challenges of balancing innovation with regulation, and what insurers must prioritize to remain competitive in a world increasingly driven by data and artificial intelligence. In this episode, we will explore the challenges and opportunities of the current AI transformation with agentic AI on the rise, what it takes to drive innovation in insurance while minimizing potential risks in relation to AI, the role of digital trust and sustainability in leveraging AI for long-term growth, and how leaders can prepare their teams for the digital transformation ahead of us, where technological progress is happening at an unprecedented speed. Whether you're a professional, a tech enthusiast, or simply curious about the intersection of AI and business, this conversation promises to deliver valuable takeaways for navigating the future of AI innovation. So sit back and join us as we discuss the future of AI transformation and innovation in insurance with the brilliant Lisa Bechtold. Hi, Lisa. Great to have you here on the Scouting for Growth podcast.
Thanks so much, Sabine. It's such a pleasure to be here.
So let's dive into the core of our conversation. And I would love for you to share a bit more about your role at Zurich and what inspired you to focus on AI.
So for me, the goal of deploying AI solutions must be to optimize the benefits of the technology while effectively minimizing the risks. So AI governance to me is about the how we are using AI, and how we use AI already affects almost all areas of our private and business lives. So importantly, the acceptance and the potential success of AI applications, tools, and use cases also correlates with the respective legal systems and the culture of the country or region. So the questions that arise when assessing, testing, and evaluating AI systems and use cases are highly interdisciplinary, and they require a holistic perspective with a strong strategic component. As my career has evolved around law, technology, risk management, and strategy, this is what makes, to me, this field really fascinating.
Lisa, we are living at a time where technological advancements are happening at the speed of light. How is the current work you are doing on AI transformation shaping your everyday activity? How do you see AI governance shaping the future of our industry?
So first of all, the current AI transformation shapes my work on many levels. So I see AI governance as the foundation of being a catalyst of AI innovation that ensures high quality outcomes and inspires trust for customers. So with the tools, systems, and platforms we build at Zurich, we drive and scale AI adoption, including the reuse of solutions that have proven particularly successful. And in parallel, we drive AI literacy to also foster adoption, but also to ensure AI tools are being used in an optimal way. So for example, setting the right prompts can be crucial for generating the most valuable output from GenAI tools. On the one hand, we invest into education of our workforce, digital upskilling, and AI literacy in particular. And on the other hand, it is crucial to allow for experimentation in a safe sandbox-like environment so that everyone is embracing the technological opportunities. Insurance has been a data-driven business ever since, so the adoption of AI techniques is very well founded in insurance, from risk modeling to all phases of the insurance business value chain. So looking back for a few years, we started our journey by building the foundation by designing and integrating our responsible AI platforms and systems into a wider IT landscape with a cross-functional perspective. And today, we are focusing on the scalability and further optimization of our AI capabilities on those grounds. Now, looking ahead with the agentic AI revolution taking center stage this year, both opportunities and risks will be taken to another level. Today, AI systems are beginning to autonomously interact with one another and adapt their behaviors accordingly. I expect a steep increase in both the interaction of individual AI agents as well as in the creation of high-performing multi-agent systems. And such multi-agent systems bring a multitude of business opportunities, but also trigger challenges, such as potential information asymmetries and miscoordination, all of which need to be understood and managed. So from my perspective, managing the complexity of multi-agent systems in a safe and lean way, while optimizing their business value, will be one of the key priorities for 2025.
So it's super interesting because you already highlighted that Zurich spent a lot of time, driving AI literacy, upskilling, sandboxing, educating people, and you already have delved into this transformation we are going into around agentic AI. I really love a conversation I had very recently with Peter Wanda around that very specific topic. So what are the particular challenges and opportunities do you see to ensure the optimal outcome from digital transformation, digital innovation, when we start looking at this AI transformation we are going on?
That's a great segue, Sabine. Thank you for the question. The current speed at which innovation in the field of generative AI and agentic AI are coming onto the market these days triggers huge opportunities, but also challenges. Among the many benefits, GenAI can be effectively used for summarization of policies and all forms of unstructured data, and such summarization can then be synthesized to create new content. So just as an example, deploying such techniques along the insurance life cycle can significantly increase the productivity, the effectiveness, and the speed of insurance operations. With all our integration efforts of GenAI and the onboarding of AI agents, we also have to acknowledge, however, that the technology is becoming increasingly complex and sophisticated. So before major investments are being made, both the actual added value and the potential risks must be understood. At the same time, we have to recognize this. We are living in an incredibly exciting time with disruptive, transformative technological advancements. Being able to experience and help shape this is fascinating and definitely releases new energy.
You have been a strong advocate, I hear, Lisa, about digital trust as a competitive advantage. What's your vision when you think about AI and customer trust in particular? And what about market expectations? When we think about investors and stakeholders, and I know, the group, Zurich Group, always think about a variety of stakeholders every single day when they think about trust, responsibility, and how they communicate with them.
That's spot on. Today, AI is everywhere, and AI solutions are expected to be safe, reliable, and robust. So in this field, there is also strong engagement from international organizations and institutions such as the G7, the G20, the United Nations, the OECD, and the World Economic Forum. So such policy guidance provides helpful orientation for organizations operating in multiple jurisdictions, even if we see a fragmented landscape of digital regulation across the globe. So we are meeting the expectations of many stakeholders. This is key for our business.
That's cool. So let's go into AI regulation, right? Global competition. And I know you work across multiple markets. So there is a lot of AI regulation emerging right now. We have the AI Act in Europe. There are additional regulation coming up in the United States and in other global regions. So how do you see this regulation impacting the insurance industry, and what challenges do we need to pay attention to, probably when you think about a multinational organization like Zurich?
So for multinationals, the current regulatory fragmentation does present a challenge that needs to be managed with agility and strategic foresight. An alternative to complicated regulations that tend to trigger legal uncertainties as to their interpretation and potentially conflicting laws could be an internationally acknowledged set of standards of AI safety. There are already important and influential AI standards out there, such as the ISO and the NIST standards. But today, as I said, AI is everywhere, and AI solutions are always across the globe expected to be safe, reliable, and robust. So from my perspective, AI being such a complex and fast evolving field would benefit from an internationally consented set of AI safety standards, including the dimension of AI red teaming.
So, Lisa, you serve as a catalyst of safe and reliable AI, and you just mentioned red teams. You also have mentioned in the past that when you start looking at artificial intelligence, it's all about how we use artificial intelligence. Could you elaborate on how Zurich operationalized this approach across the globe?
Absolutely. So ideally, responsible AI begins with the development of the use case, including the data preparation and modeling phase, a forward-looking risk forecast, a preliminary legal review, and strategic advice as to how the AI solution should be shaped to ensure both optimal business outcomes as well as compliance with internal quality standards as well as regulatory expectations. So when integrated early in the development process, we can create significant business value and promote responsible, high quality, and safe innovation. So importantly, the how of we are using AI remains relevant throughout the entire life cycle of an AI solution, even after it has moved into production. So in order to continuously ensure safe, compliant, and high quality outcomes for the benefit of our customers, I like to highlight that also sharing insights and leveraging AI expertise and experience with different types of AI solution is highly valuable. So early on in our journey, we have created a global community of AI enthusiasts composed of data and computer scientists, also business representatives across the organization, security, information security, and then cyber security professionals, speaking of red teaming. And we actively use this platform until today to scale AI adoption and drive responsible AI innovation.
So the UN's recent report on AI governance emphasizes that global cooperation and human rights is very critical. So you are also a member of the World Economic Forum's AI Governance Alliance. So Lisa, how do you see such international collaboration influencing the development of artificial intelligence, partly in the context of global competition? Because I think we need to think about co-opetition. We need to collaborate as well to deliver some of those practices. What's your view?
Spot on. So the AI Governance Alliance of the World Economic Forum promotes global growth and economic prosperity through AI innovation, always putting humans at the center. Our work focuses on responsible and sustainable governance, the use of robust, secure, and resilient technology in line with regulation and technical safety standards for AI, which we co-shape. In this context, we evaluate findings and practical insights from the various industry sectors within the Alliance. And within the World Economic Forum, we also work together with the Cybersecurity Center, again, closing the loop to red teaming, with the Financial and Monetary Systems and the Health and Healthcare Center on joint initiatives for the safe use of AI. It's a very connected world, interconnected.
And absolutely love to hear that. And so I would love to hear a little bit more what the implication for our industry is looking like. Because when you think about AI and AI transformation in insurance, we see a lot of fraud detection. We see a lot of, personalization. We need to think about customer experience. What are the most significant opportunities you've seen that insurers are implementing, and how do you keep how do we help people unlock the benefits, right, across the organization when we think about the potential of AI across, different functional units, departments, but also across different business units across the globe?
Right. So across industries, the spectrum of potential AI-enabled benefits ranges from improvements in service quality and product portfolio expansions and upgrades to efficiency gains, increased productivity, and cost reductions. It's a very broad portfolio. And this is what we are also seeing in the insurance sector. Here, in particular, traditional AI can serve to optimize risk modeling, while generative AI can achieve a multitude of efficiency gains, for example, via knowledge bots or in the area of claims processing. Also, as you highlighted, fraud detection and prevention are very important fields. Now, to the second part of your question, how can we unlock the full value? So from my perspective, it is key to holistically understand AI solutions by applying an integrated tech and business perspective. It is crucial to assess the risks and impact of an AI system for humans to determine whether human oversight and intervention are actually needed. This is the human in the loop principle. One has to see that we as humans can never hide behind the machine. Humans are ultimately accountable for any AI-generated outcome.
This is great because, when we think about some technology, the technology being implemented, and some I would think emerging spaces, when you think about liability, you're saying the human still is the person accountable. And we need to remember that a human at the end of the day needs to make a decision. Whilst we are using agentic AI, we need to find a way to build the right guardrails. So my next question to you, Lisa, is what are the key risks people need to be aware of, right? We hear about cybersecurity, you mentioned a few moments ago. We know that technology still has some hallucination, maybe even so minimal, maybe nowadays, God knows, bias in decision making, and really getting an understanding of how we take care of people's data privacy. So what do you consider the key guardrails to ensure safe, robust, and reliable AI innovation?
You just mentioned the key risks, all of which are not new, but we're given a new emphasis in the context of AI. So what is key from my perspective is that guardrails, including GenAI-specific security measures such as content filtering, are directly and seamlessly embedded into development workflows. Such guardrails and AI safety measures also need to be flexible enough so that they can scale with AI advancements. And importantly, AI guardrails must be effectively integrated into existing processes, ideally with a high degree of automation to not unnecessarily add layers of complexity, which could then impede innovation. This is a key feature from my perspective.
Zurich and, my relationship as well with the group, has been a leader at coaching startups, scale-ups, to drive innovation with the group through the Zurich Innovation Championship, now with, Zurich Global Venturing. So how do you ensure that these innovations, right, brought about by those younger ventures are aligned with Zurich's values, purpose, and put the customer first all the time?
Putting the customer first is a priority for all our AI solutions, both internally developed ones and those that are externally sourced, all throughout all the tools and applications. And Zurich has traditionally been committed to innovation in the area of digitization and AI. In this context, we also coach international startups, as you said, that develop AI-enhanced services relevant to Zurich and present them. We have the Zurich Innovation Championships, which are boosting from year to year. And co-shaping the development and deployment of such solutions responsibly is an integral part of my daily work. It's great fun.
Yeah, fun. This is superb. So let's talk about future trends, right? AI is not going to stop now. It's going to continue to evolve. So tell us, generative AI is advancing right now at speed with new models. How do you keep up with these developments and this advancement? It's never stopping. I mean, it just every day there's something new. What roles do you see Gen AI playing in the future of insurance?
That's a great question. The spectrum of benefits that AI can generate for humans individually and for society as a whole is very broad. It ranges from improving the quality of decision making based on more complete and accurate information to simplifying our everyday lives through AI applications, be it voice assistants, logins via facial recognition, various generative AI models such as ChatGPT, DALL-E, Gemini, Claude, and so forth. All of this enables us as individuals to do new things and at the same time give us time back. So now with AI agents taking off, we will likely be facing even more impactful benefits as productivity, speed, and the convenience will likely increase substantially. At the same time, as with all technological advances, we must not underestimate the initial hype that might also trigger temporary inefficiencies and risks. To me, it will be key to govern and steer developments in Gen AI and agentic AI in a holistic, economic, and smart way. So already today, almost everyone is in the position to build an own AI agent for a variety of purposes, small and big. But will our world be a better place if it will be populated by countless agentic AI systems in the short term? To me, a deep understanding of the implications, network effects, and effective coordination of such agent interactions will be key to unlock the full business value of AI agents and multi-agent systems in insurance and across all industries.
So, one thing I'm hearing as you are speaking, Lisa, is the system thinking and the value of insurance as part of the system to actually manage risk. Because if we have system talking to systems, we have to realize that we just need to make sure that those agents are doing the right thing. So I'm going to ask you a question around sustainability and sustainable innovation, which I think a lot of organizations are spending a lot of time with. And I know, really knowing the Zurich brands, the past 5 years for me has been around looking at sustainability as well. So when we look at sustainability, which is becoming a focus when we think about artificial intelligence, and we've seen that AI systems are consuming a lot of, a lot of energy. So how can insurers adopt AI solution in a safe way, for sure, again, but how do we do that effectively also when we start looking at energy efficiency and environmentally friendly responsibilities?
Right. So the sustainable use of new technologies such as generative AI, large language models, is becoming increasingly relevant across the globe and not only for insurers, speaking of the corporate world. And there is a significant potential for optimization in the area of sustainability and technology worldwide. One key aspect is that for the use of large language models, energy consumption needs to be understood, and alternative AI models can be considered without compromising on quality in terms of performance and output. These days, we are witnessing quite some disruption in the space of LLMs. Just think of the success of smaller high-performance models and the distillation technique that became popular with DeepSeek. So here, a smaller model learns from the outputs of a larger, more complex model to achieve similar performance while being computationally more efficient. Thereby, smaller models can learn complex patterns and achieve high performance without needing the same amount of training data and computing power. Making a contribution to the sustainable optimization of AI is very important to me personally.
Yeah, I can see the difference between the large language models. When we started in 2022, let's say, I know it started before then, but those large language models, those models were large. And now we have much smaller models able to answer very specific questions, so therefore using less energy. So looking ahead, Lisa, what do you think is the future of AI for us? What should our industry prioritize to stay ahead of the curve and also, enjoy the fact that we can be ahead of the curve while embracing new technologies?
That's a big question. So more broadly, thinking of the recent evolution and maturity stages in generative AI, the way Sam Altman framed it a little while ago, chatbots and conversational AI have been the first level. But we have entered already the second stage, reasoning and human-like problem solving. So while this has been yet another big leap, with agentic AI currently maturing, we are about to transition to another very impressive maturity level where autonomous AI agents can learn and adapt without human intervention. While challenges need to be addressed, such as ensuring robust data quality and governance and transparency in how agents reach decisions, there are vast opportunities to be explored, including using agentic AI to better understand complex risks scenarios and to improve collaborative problem solving across different systems, and also enabling more dynamic and adaptable solutions as compared to predictive AI. For insurance specifically, I see key opportunities of agentic AI in delivering highly tailored, personalized experiences for customers, and also improved real-time adaptation as agentic AI systems can dynamically adjust to changing environments and conditions. Capabilities that may be leveraged to prevent damage from complex scenarios like natural catastrophes. So overall, while embracing this impressive technological progress and future innovation, the safe and secure use of agentic AI will be key.
Fascinating, Lisa. So if anyone listening to this discussion between the two of us want to reach out, where should they go and find you?
So I'm present on LinkedIn, and I'm very happy to engage in any follow-up conversations. I'd love to do that.
Well, thank you, Lisa, for joining me on the Scouting for Growth podcast.
Thank you so much for having me, Sabine. It's been a great pleasure.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Scouting for Growth. Please subscribe, share with friends, and leave a 5-star rating. Your rating is so valuable. I review all of them, and my team help me adapt content to meet your needs. Also, connect with me on my preferred channels. I am a B2B growth expert, so you will find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Threads, and X as well as Blue Sky. All information available below. Until next, keep scouting for growth.